सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Canto 4, Chapter 9, Text 46 and 47. Text 46. Suruchis tam samuttapaya. Suruchis tam samuttapaya. Suruchis tam samuttapya. Padavantam arbakam. Padavantam arbakam. Padavantam arbakam. Vari parisvajavaha jiveti. Parisvajahya jiveti. Parisvajaha jiveti. Baspa gadgadaya gira. Baspa gadgadaya gira. Baspa gadgadaya gira. Suruchistam samuttapaya. Padavantam arbakam. Parisvajayaha jiveti. Baspa gadgadaya gira. Suruchistam samuttapya. Padavantam arbakam. Parisvajaha jiveti. Baspa gadgadaya gira. Suruchistam samuttapya. Padavantam arbakam. Parisvajaha jiveti. Baspa gadgadaya gira. Suruchistam samuttapya. Padavanatam arbakam. Parisvajaha jiveti. Baspa gadgadaya gira. Suruchi, Queen Suruchi, tam, him, samuttapaya, having picked up, padavantam, fallen at her feet, arbakam, the innocent boy, parisvajaya, embracing, aha, she said, Jiva, may you live long. Iti, thus, Baspa, with tears, Gadgadaya, choked up, Gira, with words. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Samaraj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Suruchi, the younger mother of Dhruva Maharaj, seeing that the innocent boy had fallen at her feet, immediately picked him up, embracing him with her hands, and with tears of feeling she blessed him with the words, "My dear boy, long may you live." Text 47. Yashya prasanno bhagavan gunair maitri adibir hari tasmai namanti bhutani nimnam apaiva swayam. Yashya, anyone with whom Prasanaha is pleased, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Gunahi, by qualities, Maitri Adibi, by friendship, etc., Harihi, Lord Hari, Tasmai, unto him, Namanti, offer respect, Bhutani, all living entities, Nimnam, to low ground, Apaha, water, Iva, justice, Swayam, automatically. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. Unto one who has transcendental qualities due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor, just as water automatically flows down by nature. Purport. The question may be raised in this connection by Suruchi, who was not at all favorably disposed towards Dhruva, blessed him, long you may live, which means that she is also desired good fortune for him. The answer is given in this verse. Since Dhruva Maharaja was blessed by the Lord, due to his transcendental qualities, everyone was bound to offer him all respects and benedictions, just as water by its nature flows downward. A devotee of the Lord does not demand respect from anyone, but whenever he goes, he is honored by everyone throughout the whole world with all respect. Srinivasa Acharya said that the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan are respected throughout the entire universe because a devotee, having pleased the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the source of all emanations, automatically pleases everyone. Thus, everyone offers him respect. Srila Prabhupada ki. Let's chant Mangalacharanam. Om Ajnana Timrandasya Jnana Jana Salakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapata Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sagagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakhagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpa tarubhasya kripa sindhubhye eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So let me take the blessings of all the Vaishnava assembled here and to my Siksha Gurus, mentors, and my Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. Right words comes at right time. So we are in the section where Dhruva Maharaj has met Lord and then he's coming back to his home. So this is a very beautiful verse which we are looking. So this gives us the what is a sadachar, the quality what we need to have it, right? So first let's try to understand set the background of it, what is happening it. So we all know Dhruva Maharaj had a very intense 6 months. He did a tapasya, austerity, to meet the Lord, and then he got it within a very short duration. He was able to meet the Lord, and then the Lord has offered him the benediction even without he asking, because Lord is Antaryami. He knows what is everyone's desire. He offered him what he wants it. So, but what is the reaction of it? So, Maitreya Muni beautifully says that despite having achieved the desired results by his determination, he was not very pleased. He was very unhappy, and then he is coming back. Then Vidura asked it, it's very hard to meet Lord, then how he can become unhappy? Because it's not that easy to meet the Lord. It is even so much of austerities people to make to meet the Lord. Even he made why he is one. Then Maitreya Muni answers, he gives that one. So the Dhruva Maharaj, he started the austerity with harsh word, penetrated by his means mother, stepmother, right? So it has very hard heart. So he always have that carried in his mood. Though he was doing a devotional service, it was always there. So what happened? That was the one thing. He just moved on. That has moved on. So that is the one. And then he has, what he got is eventually he got the material demands, which he has become ashamed. So later part of one, he became ashamed that material one. So if you look at the mood, he started, Dhruva Maharaj would have started after getting material mood. Oh, this is maybe due to the demigods. They are very afraid, or they have bewildered my intelligence so that I have not get the real purpose. He will try to something has happened, we'll try to find whom we can blame, right? So he was thinking whether maybe demigod has played to me so that they have bewildered my minds, so that I could not have a very steady mind to ask for the spiritual highness, devotion service. He was very upset, and then he started lamenting it. Oh, I have been in illusion. So I was thinking my brother is also an enemy. That's not the right way. So he was in very, I'm a foolishness kind of one. So he was in that kind of a mood. So he was not very pleased. When he met the Lord, he got the benedictions. He got beyond what he expected, everything, but he is not very pleased. So with that mood, he is coming back his home. So when he is, that time, this conversation, Maitreya Muni beautifully finished it with Vidura. He says that one, whereas persons like you have completely taken the shelter of the Lord, you will always remain satisfied. So that's what he finishes that one. So that's the one. He said this is the background of it. With the unhappiness or not pleased, he's coming back to his home. So Dhruva Maharaj. So now Dhruva Maharaj is in the unhappy is coming. So once Dhruva Maharaj enters, we have seen the last few days, will be in very grand welcome is being done. His father will run away to welcome him, and his mother, everyone is there and welcome him. So, but beautifully what we are seeing, now what is happening, the Suruchi, the stepmother, so he offered obeisances, Dhruva Maharaj offered obeisances to step Suruchi, Mother Suruchi, and then she has, the Queen Suruchi has embraced him, and then she greeted him with tears. So that means with a love and affection, she is tears. My dear boy, long may you live. So that's a one. So this is a one, something we need to really understand it. If you look at that one, the same Suruchi, few verses they initially started, she told that you don't deserve to sit with your father. If you want to come, you have to come from the womb of my womb. She shown such a, what is it, pride or arrogance or inimical towards Dhruva Maharaj. But whereas the same Mother Suruchi, now she is blessing her. So that's the one very important one. We know that Dhruva Maharaj has transformed. Yes, he transformed by doing what? Doing austerity. He did penances. He chanted. He has done a chanting. He was doing, let's say, sadhana bhakti. He has transformed it. But what made his Queen Suruchi to become a transform? That's something we need to really understand. Then another very important one. So this is the crux of this these two sloka. The next one is Maitreya Muni or Sukadeva Goswami. They are making it very clear. So one is with why she is been the fame, the due to the friendly quality. Whoever have been a devotee of the Lord, they get the fame. Fame is actually easily come along with that one. Just as a water flow go downward, if there is a water, it will always go down. So if there is a devotee, they always get the fame. So that's what he's telling it. So he's making it very clear. So it's not a very astonishing one. That's what Sukadeva Goswami is trying to say. Somebody is a devotee, they are going to get a fame of it. That's how he's just telling it. So that means he's giving us the fame aspect of it, which will always come. Prabhupada has beautifully written the purport, right? It is just as nature. The devotee does not demand respect. We always think that Amanina Manadena, right? We don't always respect respect, but they all get the fame. The respect will automatically will come. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu one time beautifully says in one of the lecture, so this is the devotional service is the one you get that such a respect, people will offer you obeisances. Even if you are a CEO, CTO, no one will not do anything. So that's a one. You can think that you that much of respect and one you get it. So we need to really, there are few things we need to really understand is, one is with the fame or the good qualities, how the devotees they are getting it, that's a number one. And the transformations of the Suruchi, that's the second thing we need to really understand. Because Dhruva Maharaj, we know he is transformed, he has done that chanting, he has done, we know the transformation automatically comes, right? So how Suruchi got transformed, how what made the Suruchi, Mother Suruchi to get transformed, and how the fame, what is the, why Sukadeva Goswami has to say that one, the fame comes one, right? Let's take the first the fame part of it, then we'll come to the Suruchi's transformation, right? So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami beautifully says, this in the Madhavendra Puri story, he says the one very nice word, Krishna Preme Pratistha Chale Sange Gadana. So this is one beautiful story. We all know that Madhavendra Puri. So he has established a temple for his Gopal in the Vrindavan. So it's such a nice section of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So he found the Gopal. The Gopal itself will come and reveal him. He came and it's such lots of small points are there in that one if you read it. So what happened when if you look at the initial section, Madhavendra Puri comes to Vrindavan, he was walked and then he was very tired and then there is a one cowherd boy will come and give the milk to drink it. He'll drink the milk in the pot and then it shows, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami, that's the beauty of him. What is this? After drinking the milk, he washed the pot. He writes that one. That means why he has to write, I was wondering why he has to write that washing the pot itself. That's a quality what the devotee have said. So he washed the pot and then to give that one. He would have not come, that cowherd boy would have not come. And then he don't know what is then. So in the dream, Krishna comes in the one. So I have given the milk and then, I got a Krishna, but I couldn't do anything to him. I got a service. That's what he started feeling. Okay, long story, we'll just move on. So, and then he says that one, I've been here in the bushes. Please help me to recover and then give me the place. So then he goes with the villagers and then he recovered the Gopal, the deity Gopal. And then he establishes in the Govardhan hill. So it's such a beautiful, almost one chapter Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami sets up for the Annakuta ceremony, what they do, how they welcoming the deity, how they will say establish the deity, and then how every villages they do the prasadam. It's a long story. So once it been done, and then after some time, the deity worship is going very opulently, and then the Gopal is pleased and everyone is pleased. So one day and one night, the Gopal deity will come in the dream and tell to Madhavendra Puri, I'm still having a very heat. Can you go and get me the sandalwood? So one. Okay, then once he said, this is another very important one, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, once he got it, immediately he started moving on. He just tell others to do it, hand over, and then he'll walk. So now he is going. So first he is coming to the place called Remuna. So it's near the Orissa border. He comes there, and then he sees the Gopinath. Okay, so where the beauty of that temple is, they offer shira, means what do you call, sweet rice. Thank you. They offer a sweet rice. It should be a very one of the pleasant sweet rice, which is the uniqueness of this temple. So Madhavendra Puri has when they are offering, the priest was offering to the Lord Gopinath. So he had a suddenly thought came, I want to taste so that I can. It's not for him you want to eat it. I can taste so that I can prepare for my Gopal. So that was the thing. Suddenly he came, oh no, I should have not thought this is the Gopinath. And then he got shamed and then he walked away. So the beauty is of the one is, so what happened? Okay, the Gopinath will steal one of the pot rice and then he'll keep it. Then priest is thought everything is done. He closes and door and goes. And then Gopinath comes in the dream of a priest and say that I have kept a one pot of a sweet rice. Go and give it to Madhavendra Puri. Priest was wondering, how come I have to call the one, how it will be the one. Then the priest will take, these are all everything small thing. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says very beautifully. He'll take a bath and go. That means that's also one thing. It's not something God came, he just didn't go. He take all the sadachar he carries and then he take bath and he goes and then he takes the one and then he's been shouting in the marketplace and seeing who is called Gosani, Madhavendra Puri Gosai, who is, and then he goes and then he gives that one. So once he got and then it's long story. So again he taken even the pot, he powdered the pot and then kept it so that he can eat it always. That's the one, Madhavendra Puri. Then he got afraid, Madhavendra Puri. Puri thought, oh, people now will come to know tomorrow morning. I've been, people start coming rush towards me. So then he thought, okay, it's not the right time. I have to go. I don't want any fame. He want to go. So he's going to Jagannath Puri. So to get the one. When he going for Jagannath Puri, so he was in ecstasy and then falling down and then going. It's such a beautiful narration. Once he go into the Jagannath Puri, before he entered only, people came to know everything about the fame of the one. Everyone started praising Madhavendra Puri. So he was like, oh no, again one. So that time, this Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says this verse. So the reputation bought by love of God is so sublime that goes along with the devotee as we follow him. So that's a very important one. They're like a one. So in that Prabhupada beautifully writes, right? Vrindavan, all the Goswamis in the Vrindavan, they are like what? They've been very simple. They don't have anything. Even they don't sleep in a single place. Every night they will sleep in a one tree. Even then they had so much of fame. Even now we are one. So that's a very important one to understand. So that means, do we get all of, let's say we are all practicing devotee, we all get the fame, which means is that a what? So that's a very important thing to understand, right? So means at least people like me and all. So we all know that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has given the levels and the bhakti, like we'll start from Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha. So then the one is coming called Bhajana Kriya. So Bhajana Kriya is nothing but, he said that Bhajana Kriya. So it's like initial days, what we do is, it's not the devotional service. It is a imitation of devotional service, maybe like initial days. So that's what it's called, a Bhajana Kriya. So during the initial days, when you do a devotional service, there are 6 anarthas will come. So that's a very important one to do it. In that one anartha is called Taranga Rangini. That means we get the many, by doing a devotional service, we get appreciation or respect and everything. So that is the one of the anarthas. If we not killing, we cannot move out of the Bhajana Kriya. So that's the one thing we need to do it. Yes, of course, Madhavendra Puri, Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they are all pure devotees. We have been respected, they deserve it. But let's say people like me, when we are in Bhajana Kriya state, we have to be very careful on God when they do it, right? So in this sense, we need to understand what's the mood of the even people, means the acharyas like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, one time he says that one, whenever I am trying to sit in the Vyasasana, I feel like a dog sitting in the throne. He himself feels like a dog. Then I cannot say what one. The throne is supposed to be a king has to be sit, but I feel like a dog. But however I sit, because my Guru Maharaj asked me to sit. That's the reason I am sitting it. So that's what the mood, what the acharyas have it. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur think himself as a dog when he's sitting in the Vyasasana or anywhere. So even Gorgoin Swami Maharaj, so he also says that one. Yeah, a guru is something like a heavy. So, but I am not a guru. I am a guru or lagu. I am light, because I am not. I don't want to. I didn't move out, left my home to become a guru. I just want to become a devotee. But my spiritual master asked me to do it. I am doing it. I don't have any capability, or I am not a desire to do, but it is been given. I am doing it. That's what all they have carry forward it. That's a very important one. We need to really understand. So this is a one very important thing. The section of one of the section what we have discussed. The other one is we'll try to look at the transformation of the Suruchi, right? Queen Suruchi, how she got the transformation aspect of it. How make her to. She didn't think again when the Dhruva Maharaj comes at, oh, he has come again, so now his father is so close to him. She didn't have shown any envy towards the one. What she has shown, she was blessing her. It's not just a faking it, because she has in tears and the words have been choking words and one. That's a very important need to do it. Okay, so this is because when the Dhruva Maharaj is now a devotee, he has a Krishna is in his heart. Somebody having a Krishna is in heart, they all people started giving respect. We all know that one. In Kamsa will, even Krishna was there, he didn't recognize the Krishna, but he was showing all respects to the Narad Muni. So that's the one thing we need to really understand it. We may not really, means, we definitely we don't know Krishna, but at least we know who is having Krishna. If we are having with them, we are learning Krishna through how? Through who is having the Krishna with them, only we are learning it. That's what we just doing it. So whenever he has the Krishna, they all get the glories will happen it, right? So one, I just take one from the, I build a temple, Juhu temple from Giriraj Swami Maharaj. So if you read that book, there is always comes that one is Dr. Patel conversation with Prabhupada. So that will come many times, right? So this it's such a very important, we need to understand. Let's try to understand. So to give just a background, Dr. Patel, he's in Mumbai. He's one of the educated doctor. He studied in the England. So imagine in 1970s, he studied in England. He is highly educated, and then he has a very well-known popular one. So he called himself as a Vaishnava, and then he come from the Vaishnava family. So, but sometimes he talks about Vaishnava, sometimes like he often talk like impersonalist, Mayavadi, etc., etc. Like a mixed way he talks about. Prabhupada will say that, oh, you are will accuse him saying that you are a Mayavadi. He'll just say that, no sir, don't say that I'm a Vaishnava, like that he will talk. So they always have a conversation during a morning walk. So one day when they are going on a morning walk, Prabhupada sometimes used to very heavy on criticizing the Mayavadis. We know, means not sometimes, always. So one time what happened, he went on and on with one of the famous Indian religious figure. Okay, so that he went on, and then and this Dr. Patel got very upset. He said that, no, you should not talk like that, Prabhupada. Prabhupada is very smart. He said, I'm not telling it. This is what the Krishna is telling. He said that Namam Duskritno Muda. He quotes that one. They are the fools and rascals who don't know about me. They don't surrender to me, like that. So, but what happened? This Dr. Patel got very upset. He started angry. He started shouting back to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada also shouting back that the situation is very tense. People are shouting back. They don't know what to do. So, and then some of the friends of the, all these, along with the Prabhupada, all the brahmacharis things, they don't know how to control, and they are in one. And the friends of the Dr. Patel, they control him, and then they took him, no, Swamiji is having a heart condition, you should not do like this. They just moved on. So after all this one, Prabhupada, means Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj asked to Prabhupada, what is this going on? Who is Dr. Patel? Why you are tolerating all these things. Prabhupada gives, this is something we need to really understand it. Prabhupada says that one, he gives one example. There was a one small story, he says that one. There is a one person in the town, he will, if you talk in whichever language, he will reply unto that same language. Let's say if you talk in English or Hindi or whatever language, he'll reply it. People have a very, they don't know which, he's from which native language it. So one day what they did, they choked him and then started hitting him. Then he started talking in his native language. It's a very same. Even if he just get hurt, we'll just say in our own language, right? So that's how one. So now I just slightly hurted him. He started giving back. So then Tamal Krishna Maharaj asked that one. Then why you are tolerating all these things? Why you are engaging with him? Right? Then this is a very important thing you do. Prabhupada says that one. So Prabhupada replied, it's our duty to engage everyone. So that's a compassion he had it. So it's our duty to engage everyone. So that what is happening it. So a devotee carries a compassion in the heart. That is always reflect on others. So they just get purified it immediately. That's what Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, they say, right? Even Mahaprabhu said that you just have a Lava Matra, it's at 1/11th of a second if you have it also, that's a good enough. So that's a one. It's like they have carry the compassion, that's what will do it. So it's our duty to engage everyone, right? So this is the one thing, it's something which we follow very religiously in ISKCON. Whoever comes, somebody is very interested, we give them some kind of a small service to engage with them. So today also I could see Ravi Shankar Prabhu is engaged Mataji to play Kartal. So it's like a small one. Even I have seen when first time I asked Baba Prabhu to take books, he didn't ask me, what do you know? Because if you want at least do in a road some books, you should have some quality, right? You should not be introvert. I have always been an introvert. I never talk to anyone openly. I never forget about asking somebody who knows also. I'll think twice or thrice before asking him. Whoever I don't know, he didn't ask anything. He said, come, and then he teaches. That's how they all try to have a mood of try to engage everyone. That's how just do it. Then second thing is we need to know how the transformations are coming into it, right? So another one example. This is from the Indradumna Swami Maharaj, his own mother. Okay, so Indradumna Swami Maharaj is one of, most of us know that he is one of the Prabhupada's senior disciple and he's been well known for his Sankirtan. So right, so Maharaj has, he was, his mother, she's never shown any interest in religion, not only even Christianity or nothing. She has not shown any really interest in religion. Was there? Maharaj is trying to somehow, whenever he meets her mother, and try to show some kind of one. But Maharaj was not, his mother was not showing, Mataji was not showing any interest. One night, suddenly, Maharaj's mother called Maharaj and said that, can you take me to Vrindavan? Maharaj was like, what is this? How she knows, first of all, there is something called Vrindavan. And then she don't know anything. And it was very late night. Maharaj said that, okay, we can talk about that to next day morning. So that he just disconnected the call. He don't know. But something was wondering it. Maharaj was, he says, he was wondering how this was happening and one. So then what happened? Later, next day morning, Maharaj got up and then he calls his home. Wants to talk to mother to know what is why she wants to do it. And then mother said that, his brother took the call and then brother said, I want to talk to mother. He was silent. And then don't know what happened. Then he says that mother has passed away. Maharaj was very shocked. How come? I spoke to her yesterday only. Yesterday night, just a few hours back, not even more. What happened? Then he tells the story. She got a cancer 6 months back, and then she don't want to inform to Maharaj. So, and then what happened? After then, okay, how she know about Vrindavan and everything? She said that when she got a cancer, she know that she's going to be there for a few more days. So she started reading the books, Prabhupada books. When she started reading the Prabhupada books, she started developing the mm, uh, very courage, and then she never shown any, the cancer has not shown her make her any down. She had always had a very strong and courage. She always said that I'm going to Krishna, like that only thing. And then when she was passing away also, she said that to her son, that means the brother of Indrajamna Swamaraj, she said that I'm going to Krishna, don't worry, like that. And then she passed away. So when he heard the Maharaja scared, he was like in tears. So that shows that again we all get that how when the Surichi has transformed it, we know that one seeing the Dhruva Maharaj, right? How do we get a transformation? We get that transformation through a devotee or through Prabhupada books. That's when we need to really understand. By association with the Prabhupada books, that's where we are getting a transformation. So in terms of associating with Prabhupada, there is a one thing which Prabhupada himself says. This is also from the conversation with Bhagavad Das. So this is, he's one of the in Juhu, during the Juhu Bombay time, he's one of the main person who was there along with the Giriraj Maharaj, where this Bhagavad Das, Prabhupada used to, when Prabhupada was in Bombay for the most number of time in after in India. So in these last 6 years, he stayed more number of days in the Bombay. So in that, lots of people used to come and meet, and Prabhupada used to preach them lot. So one day he called this Prabhu, Bhagavad Prabhu, come and listen. And then he was just listening it. And then Prabhupada was, after they all went, he was very furious. Why you are not coming and attending the preaching? And then are you studying my books? And he said, no. Even I am reading my own books. Do you know why? He asked Prabhupada, asked him why. And this Prabhu was like, he wants to hear from Prabhupada. Anyway, he said, I don't know Prabhupada. He says that one. These books, I have just, means it's all been said by the Krishna himself. So I just written it. Even when I read this book, I learning it every time. That's what the Prabhupada said it. It was like, what is that? It was very striking moment for the Bhagavad Prabhu. So that he started reading the Prabhupada books. So that's the very importance of association. We may not like Queen Surichi that immediately we get a transform. But for us the hope is only in the reading of the transformation. So I just want to one more pastime and then related to this, and then I'll just pass it. So this is also from I'm not sure if you have read the book of Indrajamna Maharaj, the Diary of a Traveling Monk. This is one of the such nice, I think it is come recently in Amazon as well, and then it is been there is a series of one which is available online and as well. So this is very important one. So how do we really understand how even the Guru Maharaj also, the people who are been like a Guru Maharaj or Maharaj also, how they are getting inspired and then taking it, right? So it's one of the very beautiful pastimes Maharaj has told. Maharaj had been to Russia, and then Maharaj had one disciple called Ragaleka Mataji. She called Mataji to come to her house. Maharaj has a very busy schedule, but he couldn't say no because that Mataji has been for quite some time in Krishna consciousness, and then she always attends the one. Maharaj said, okay, I'll come. And then to his secretary he said, it's a very packed schedule, let us be in there only 30 minutes, we'll try to move on. So Maharaj went to a house. It was a very means Mataji, basically she calls her house to see the Govardhan Sila. Mataji had a one Govardhan Sila called Lala. She named her as a Lala. So then do it. So now Maharaj entered the house. It was a very small house and not much thing. Only there is not much thing in the house. That's what Maharaj said. There is a one chair and an altar, one old wooden bookshelf, and then nothing in their kitchen. It's a very one old part, some few parts, and that's all. So Maharaj comes and enters, and Mataji, it means Giriraj has been beautifully decorated it, and with a very simple ornaments. And Maharaj is, it felt like I'm in some bhajan kutir kind of a feeling he had it. And Maharaj sat in a chair. So, and Mataji was sitting in a one corner, and then she asked it, "Are you staying alone in this house?" And Mataji said, "This is Lala's house. I'm a guest over here." Means Lala is Govardhan Sila. So this is Lala house, I'm guessing. Maharaj was like, "Oh, nice realization." So then, means long story again, I'll come to the point. Then here Maharaj asked it, "What are you doing it?" Maharaj says, "I'm doing a book distribution." So Maharaj will ask it, "Oh, okay." Then he has a secretary. Janini, his name was Janini was, and then Mataji says that you asked me to do book distribution when I got initiated 13 years before. I'm doing it. That time his secretary assistant used to tell Maharaj, this Mataji goes to book distribution for every day, I mean 6 days in a week for 13 years, and then minimum 8 years she will be there in the one. Maharaj was he got getting tears. So my spiritual master's book you are trying to give him, you are trying to please my spiritual master, and hearing my word once you are doing it, he felt very one. He says that one, after that I stopped seeing my watch itself. Then okay, again one, and then this journey was that one says Mataji goes even the temperature is minus 20 degrees Celsius. So even then also when she goes and then does the one. So when he is one, again Maharaj was like stuck, and then he means we know that devotees start glorifying like anything. So this is secretary was glorifying Mataji like anything, and then she don't have any money for herself. She just live very simple. And that time Mataji gave one envelope to Maharaj. Maharaj gave that to secretary to look at that one. Then the secretary opens, and then he started into tears. It had 1500 USD, so which is equivalent to 2 years wages of a normal person, common man in that country. So that much. And then she's give to Maharaj. And then he was in one. Maharaj also think. Maharaj said, no, you have it. If you want it, you take this, have this money and come to Kartik Parikrama. Maharaj used to always take the Kartik Parikrama and then do it. This Mataji was like, no, Maharaj, it's not. People did not give it to me for my sense for my sake. They all give, because if I give the money to you, it will go to the right person. You are the right person. You should use it, Maharaj. Maharaj was like, don't know what to say and everything. This was the conversation going on. Okay, that time, means I'll just fast forward one. So that time the realization what Maharaj writes in the book, that's what something we need to really understand. He quotes the Tamal Krishna Maharaj, one of the beautiful wordings. So Tamal Krishna Maharaj says that one, this is a Tamal Krishna Maharaj says, although some of us began as a guru for our disciples, but it seems that disciples are more fortunate than we are. Actually, many of them are elevated personalities. So if you look at the mood of the Maharaj, see, Maharaj, their mood is also, they are also, when they are engaged, means interaction with the devotees, they get very inspired. They feel that they are more elevated than us when they see a devotee. That's how they just do it. So it's like that's how the mood they have it. So that, sorry. So this is what the sorry. So this is what the mood they carry it. So that's what we need to really understand it. So it's like we have to get an opportunity for any association with the devotees. That's what we get the transformation it. Yes, the Queen's Virtue has got a transformation with a few minutes or seconds or microseconds, but yes, we also have that opportunity. We get it through association with other devotees or other Prabhupada books. This is what we can get the transformation. So I'll just summarize it. So this is the pastime where what we have seen. So Dhruva Maharaj pastime where Dhruva Maharaj is entering it and to his hometown, and then he offered obeisance to his stepmother. So initially he was very angry with her, and then she was also kind of arrogant and everything. We see the transformation. Dhruva Maharaj transformation, we know he chanted austerity and everything, but whereas the math we said we have to understand through the transformation through association. And then second one is the very beautiful aspect of it. For a devotee, all the good qualities will come. In that also the fame will also will come. Like water goes down, the fame will come down. So, but as a practicing devotee, how do we really need to understand the fame aspect? It's something we need to take care from the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur example. So I'll pass here. Kirindra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any corrections, any comments? Yes. Mm-hmm. Good question. Good question, Prabhu. In my means limited knowledge understanding, it's not a Lord's punishment. Means Lord no need to punish it, right? If he wants to punish, he can punish it earlier at one. Maybe this is the way. Maybe that Mataji has to finish that one. He has done it. It's not about Lord punishment. When he says that one, means Lord will say to Dhruva Maharaj in his conversation itself only. During after some time your brother will die, and then that time your stepmother also will die. It's not about a punishment kind of one. This is how we just end. Means they have everything how it will end, or Lord has told it. Means Lord is, we cannot take everything is in a bodily like as a punishment or a one, right? When we anything with the Lord arrangement is also it's a blessings what we need to take it. Let's say even Parishit Maharaj, can we call it a punishment? Definitely not. It's a blessings what he has given for arrangement of the Lord. So when this is maybe this is what maybe my if you go with the Parishit Maharaj analogy, this is one will make you to Dhruva Maharaj also to finish his pastimes, finish his things and then move on, right? Because when the mother is means he will be started going for a fight, and then he will get angry, then this is keep going on. That's how he finishing it, because Dhruva Maharaj has 36,000 years is doing ruling king. There has to be end. So I see that's a Lord arrangement or a will to give the benefit. That's how I see it, Prabhu. Maybe. Yeah, means in Sanskrit word Maitri is like friend, that is right, and Adibi it's like etc. Means like friendly and other kind of one. Others. He didn't tell that only friendly relationship, friendly and others kind of one. So what are others? It's not what are others is not given it, and then yes, it's like friendly in the terms what means when I am reading what I understand it is like Suhurdam Sarva Bhutanam, like even a devotees also will start other living entities in a well-wisher of one, right? That's what my understanding it. A devotee also will have a well-wisher one. That's my understanding, Prabhu. I'm happy to be corrected. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, good question, Prabhu. I see there are two parts of it. One is that how do we know whether it is for us or not? That's the first thing, and how do we follow it up? That's the second part of it. So, my understanding is it's like our Guru Maharaj also means this is one of the stories said by our God brother. Shastri Kripa. He said that one time they are planning to open a restaurant, and then they ask uh, what the cafe name can be. Maharaj said, keep it a Kunti. So that's what Maharaj said it. It was in the US, Atlanta, I believe. Yeah, they are thinking, how can you keep a Kunti cafe? Means what people will think, and then one they didn't do it. And then, but they all prepared everything, Kunti cafe and everything. So, and then after some time, they went and back again. Guru Maharaj, how means Maharaj Kunti cafe, is that what it need? Then Maharaj said, if you think that Kunti cafe will not reach many people, you change the name. His I think some other name, and then they started it. So that time my senior God brother, he said that beautiful one. Sometimes Maharaj or something they say, we may not really understand it. So there is no harm in asking them again how we can apply it and then take it up for us, how we can do it. So if we cannot ask Maharaj it, we have the, let's say, the senior, our who have been our mentors, Siksha Gurus, we can just go them and ask them how we can use it for our kind of a case. That's how we can just take it up. Yes, he was he is very senior and then close to Maharaj. He can ask Maharaj, clarify it, everything. Maybe I may not, of course, Maharajas are available for everyone. But in our case, maybe if we really don't understand, or for us, we have a, let's say, Shiksha Guru, we can say, how do we really understand it? How we can start applying it, maybe for a long term. That is one thing that will help. Guidance, that's what our Guru Maharaj always says, guidance culture. And second thing is having a faith and enthusiasm, Prabhu. Prabhu, this is, we learn from how others, the readings or hearing lectures, we hear it, we get the motivation. So we just do on hearing and then doing. This is also way it can be done, right? So that's how we just get the one. And with our limited capability, with our one, we just try to do our small things. We cannot be like, definitely we Ragleka Mataji or even Prabhupada, anyone you could, everyone is exactly, even you, all of you also, kind of service you do, I don't do anything. So it's all like we just learn from others, see that one. With our limited capability, what we can do, we just do on, but we don't lose that one. We just maybe always, even doesn't mean that if we do it, we cannot think that I have done a lot. Maybe we're always keeping ourselves hearing others. Our Guru Maharaj always says that one. He quotes a lot of times this one. Whenever I do services or you do some service, thinking at this moment somebody in the ISKCON somewhere they do much better than me. If we have that kind of a mood, we'll always keep moving, keep improving. That's what I understood. Maybe I don't know. There is some other piece. Okay. Thank you very much.